Hey, how y'all doing out there? I'm back again with another video. Today I want to talk about should you upgrade from the S20 Ultra to the S21 Ultra. Now, as you can see, I don't have the S21 Ultra, but just based on all the reviews I've seen, based on the specs I've seen comparing the two devices, just want to give you my opinion on whether you should upgrade. Now, I'm not going to wait to the end of the video to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, for me, in my opinion, no, I would not upgrade. I just wouldn't. Now, of course, there's some of you out there that's going to disagree with that, and that's okay. You know, we all have our own opinions on things. That's just the way life is. But let me just give you the reasons why I don't think it's a real upgrade. Now, if you're coming from, say, like the S10 or something older, yes, it's an upgrade, you know. But from the S20 to the S21, to me, that's not an upgrade. Now, some people like to upgrade every other year. Some people like to upgrade every 3 years. Some people like to upgrade every year. So it depends on you and your flavor. And, you know, some people want the latest and greatest. I understand that. But for me, I don't think it's a worthy upgrade, honestly, from this device to the S21 Ultra. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, the first things, and I want to make this very clear. I'm not bashing the S21 Ultra. I'm sure it's a great device in its own right. I don't have, you know, some personal issue with the phone. I mean, I have some things about it I don't like, of course, but this is not a rant or bashing video. It's not like that, okay? Just my opinion based on whether I think you should upgrade from the S20 to the S21 Ultra. And it's up to you. You may think that it's a worthy upgrade. I just don't believe it is, okay? All right. So let me first give you the advantages of the S21 Ultra. You know, the things that the things that you might consider an upgrade. The first thing is the look. Now, of course, people that are watching these type of videos, you've already seen the S21 Ultra. It's been out since, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, January, either February. So it's been out a long time, so you know what it looks like. And you know, aesthetically, it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking device. Now, for me, it does look nicer, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You put a nice case on any device, you can literally change the look. Now, this is my favorite case for this device because I love this kickstand. You know, you can put the phone up like that. You can have it this way. I mean, it's super, super sturdy, and it goes right back down there, and it's very, very smooth. It's flat. So, and it's very, very, you know, high lip, very protective. You ain't got to worry about slamming it or dropping it. This is going to fully protect this device. But to me, this case being on here makes this phone look so much better. Now, am I going to say it just looks that much greater than the S21 Ultra? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm satisfied with the way that this phone looks. And like I said, when you put a case on your phone, it gives your phone a whole new personality. All right, so, but that's the reason why a lot of people may consider upgrading from the S21 Ultra, the S20 Ultra to the S21 Ultra because it looks beautiful aesthetically, okay? All right, next thing. The S21 Ultra has Gorilla Glass Victus. This has Gorilla Glass 6 on the front and the back. Now, to me, that's not the biggest deal because most people are going to put cases on their devices. A lot of people are not going to be using their phone without a case, regardless of what Gorilla Glass is on it. Because I'm cool with Gorilla Glass, but I use cases on all my devices because I don't want scratches, I don't want dings, I don't want anything. So to me, that's not really the biggest deal, honestly. Next, it has a newer processor. The S21 Ultra has the Snapdragon 888, so it has a newer processor, but you're not going to really be able to tell the difference between the 865 that's in here and the 888. You're just not going to. It's going to be slightly faster, but not enough to make a difference where you figure that's the reason to upgrade. No. Next, the S21 Ultra does have upgraded cameras, and that's something that most companies do every year to their devices, especially flagship devices. They're going to make improvements with the camera. Now, unfortunately, when this phone was first released, it had autofocus issues. And to me, that was the only issue that it had. Other than that, this phone takes excellent, gorgeous, beautiful video and photos without question. Now, they dropped a bunch of updates to help the autofocusing, and it's tremendously better than what it was. So I don't have a problem with the autofocus. You can use pro mode if you want to. You don't have to worry about that at all. But I'm a point and shoot guy, so the autofocus issue is not really a big issue anymore. And the photos from this camera to the S21 Ultra is not light years ahead of each. Like, I'll say this, the S21 Ultra's cameras are not light years ahead of the camera quality and video quality of this device. It is not. Not in my opinion, not with all the video and photo comparisons I've seen. It's not. It's just not. I mean, they do have beautiful cameras on there. They got zoom lock and laser autofocus, which makes the focusing, a non-issue. But that's pretty much it, honestly. 108 megapixel camera in this one too. You got 8K recording capabilities in this too. You also got a 40 megapixel camera on the front, the same as the S21 Ultra. It's not a whole lot of change. You can zoom in 100 times on this one, just like you can with the S21 Ultra. So the cameras are pretty much the same, except for that laser autofocus and the zoom lock, and also just some slight improvements in other areas. But other than that, you're going to get great photo and video quality out of this device, guaranteed. Next thing, you could use the 120 hertz refresh rate at quad HD resolution. Now on this one, you could only use full HD plus if you want to use the 120 hertz. That's not the biggest deal. Most people, they want to save battery. They're going to use the they're going to drop it down to 60 hertz if they want to save battery. But like I said, it's not the biggest deal. Full HD Plus looks beautiful in here, just like the Quad HD Plus resolution looks beautiful. Now, I prefer Quad HD at 120 hertz because Quad HD looks a little bit better. But you're going to be fine with the Full HD 1080p Plus at 120 hertz with this. Seriously, no problem. And if you drop it down to 60, the battery life is going to be even better. Much, much better. Not that battery life is bad on this, because it's not. I get easily a day and a half on this, no problem. All right. The next thing, the display on the S21 Ultra is a little bit flatter than that of this one. I mean a little bit, because I've never had any accidental touches on the S20 Ultra. None at all. They definitely chilled out with the making it so curvy on this one. No accidental touches on this phone at all, so that's not a big deal. Next, the S21 Ultra does get brighter than this one, 1500 nits. If that matters to you, most people don't have their phone super bright. Most people have their phone kind of like around 50 to 60%. So that's not a big deal either, unless you are a type of person that works outside and you need your phone as bright as possible. That's the only reason why I think you would, really need 1500 nits. And if you go all the way up that high, just know you're going to drain the battery quicker. Next thing, the speakers on the S21 are a little bit louder than that of the S20 Ultra, but the speaker quality and the loudness on here is very, very good, if that's a big deal to you. And the last thing, the S21 Ultra has S Pen capabilities. This phone does not. If that's a big deal, the thing that makes that S21 Ultra S Pen thing laughable to me is that the S Pen doesn't even come with the phone. You have to buy that separately, which I think is utterly ridiculous for a $1,200 phone plus tax. So you're looking at almost $1,300 unless you get a trade-in, unless you get in, some kind of deal where you got like paid half that money. Then I'd be like, cool. But still, the S Pen should have came with the S21 Ultra based on that price alone. And it's something that was a big deal that now you have S Pen capabilities. But they didn't even you got to buy the S Pen separately, and that might cost you maybe 70 or 80 bucks. And on top of that, when it was released, the Bluetooth wasn't even Bluetooth capable. The S Pen wasn't even Bluetooth capable. They had to wait months and months before they even produced that. So I don't understand that. That makes no sense. Samsung, that was just dumb. How you going to come out with a phone supporting, with the S Pen support, and it can't do everything that the Note S Pen can do? It just makes no sense. That's like when you buy the phone, you want everything that comes with it, especially for that price. All right, so those are the advantages of the S21 Ultra. Okay, those are the advantages. Now, let me tell you what you're losing by getting the S21 Ultra if you have the S20 Ultra. The first thing, no charger in the box, which is utterly ridiculous. At least the S20 Ultra comes with a 25-watt super fast charger in the box. Next, no headphones in the box. With the S20 Ultra, you're getting a pair of AKG tuned USB Type-C headphones in the box. Okay? Mind you, this was a $1,400 device. Now, I didn't pay $1,400 for it, but that's how much this device costs. And you at least got some headphones. Next, you lose on the S21 Ultra, you lose the 45-watt super fast charging that comes with this device. Now, of course, the 45-watt super fast charger don't come in the box. You get a 25-watt super fast charger, but it's 45-watt capable. And I bought a 45-watt super fast charger, and I can charge this phone from 0 to 100%. Keep in mind, it's a 5,000 milliamp battery. I can charge it in 58 minutes from 0 to 100% with that 45-watt charging brick. And that charging brick only cost me 20 bucks. So that's something you're losing with the S21 Ultra. I don't know why they took that away. You're charging $200 more for the S21 Ultra, and you take away the 45-watt super fast charging. Makes no sense to me. Next, the reverse wireless charging on the S21 Ultra has been reduced down to 4.5 watts. This one is 9.0 watts, 9 watts. 9 watts of reverse wireless charging, and on the more expensive, newer device, they reduced it all the way down to 4.5 watts. Once again, makes no sense to me. You keep getting less. Okay, you keep paying more, but you're getting less. All right, next, the display. The display on the S21 Ultra is an inch shorter than that of the S20 Ultra. Now, that may not be the biggest deal. Some people may say, oh, not a big deal. This is 6.9 inches. The S21 Ultra is 6.8 inches. So that may not matter to most people, but it's still something I had to mention. And the last and final and biggest thing from the S20 Ultra to the S21 Ultra, the thing you're losing, that's the biggest deal to me and to a lot of people, not only me, no expandable storage on the S21 Ultra. That's something that I've always loved Samsung about. That was like the one thing that gave me bragging rights when it came to the Apple phones. I always bragged about how I could expand my storage, but they took that away now. Now you don't even have that capability. But with the S20 Ultra, you still have expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. And the thing that really trips me out, that really disturbs me, is with the S21 Ultra, they start you out at 128 gigs, which is an absolute joke for a $1,200 phone that has 8K capabilities. And 4K is going to take up a lot of space too. 128 gigs, that's crazy. The base should have been 256, and then 512, and then a terabyte, because you took away expandable memory. $1,200 phone, 128 gigs, that's a joke. This one started at 128 gigs, and I don't like that either, because this phone was $1,400. But at least you could expand the storage. But with the S21 Ultra, you get no expandable storage. They took that completely away. And if I was y'all, that's something I would rant and rave to Samsung about, bringing it back. Don't settle for these changes, especially something like that. There's a lot of people that are leaving Samsung because they're headed in the wrong direction. They just keep taking away stuff away from the consumer, but yet keep charging us more money. I don't like it. And unless Samsung does a turnaround and start giving us money, value for our money, I'm not going to buy another device from them. I'm just not going to do it. The Note 20 Ultra will be my last Samsung phone, because I'm not going to be spending my money and keep getting less for my money. I'm not doing it. I work hard for my money. I want value for my money. So I'll consider Xiaomi and other companies. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not going to stand for it. And if you guys don't stand for it, eventually they'll have to change, because we, the consumer, are the ones that have the power to change things. Either we complain or we stop buying their products. All right. So now, and I'm almost finished, let me tell you what hasn't been improved on the S21 Ultra. This is what hasn't been improved from that of the S20 Ultra. First thing, the battery capacity is still the same. 5,000 milliamp battery on the S20 Ultra, 5,000 milliamp battery on the S21 Ultra. Now that battery should have been bigger. Even if they went up to 5100 milliamps, it would have been better than staying the same. So you're not even getting more battery. Next thing, the wired and wireless charging is exactly the same. They made no improvements. 25 watt fast charging, 15 watt wireless charging, that's a joke for a $1,200 device when you got OnePlus, Xiaomi, and all these other companies, 65 watt charging, 67 watt charging, 50 watt wireless charging, 67 watt wireless charging, and Samsung, 15 watt wireless charging? What? 25 watt wired charging? No, unacceptable. And the last thing, the reverse wireless charging. Now, I know everybody don't use that, but I've actually used reverse wireless charging just about a week ago when I forgot to charge my smartwatch. I put it on the back of my Note 10 Plus. Got like 35% charge on it from 0. And it did it in about an hour. So that came in handy for me. But I know everybody don't use it, but you just never know when you'll be able to need it. And it's good that you have one that has an adequate amount of power, so you won't have to take so long to charge up your smartwatch or either a phone or some earbuds. It's good to have that capacity. But they reduced it from 9 watts, which is on this one, down to 4.5 watts. So once again, there's no improvement here, but yet the consumer is paying more money. So that was my reasonings for should you upgrade from the S20 Ultra to the S21 Ultra. And for me, I'm going to say no. Now, it's up to you what you do. It's your money. And based on how you feel, it's up to you. Some people are going to upgrade because the phone just looks so good aesthetically. And they want 120 hertz at quad HD resolution. And, you know, it's all about the cameras for them. But I'm telling you right now, there's nothing wrong with the cameras on this device. Great photos, great videos. The focusing issue is not an issue like it was before. It's just not. Might be slightly still there, but I mean slight compared to what it was when I first got this device. And this device is going to get Android 13 as well. So it ain't like this phone is going to be a dinosaur after a year. No, it's going to get Android 13. It's going to get the latest One UI updates. It's going to get two more years of security updates. So if you have the S20 Ultra, I say keep it. Now, maybe if you're coming from the S10 or further, the only thing you got to concern yourself with, do I want to give up expandable memory? For me, I can't. I can't have a Samsung device with no expandable memory. Not going to work for me. So thank you all for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Please leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I hope everybody's doing well. Peace.